Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Julie and I'm all about that clutter-free life and teaching you how to create that for yourself. Today is something I haven't done ever, which is if you are gonna buy bins and baskets and bags and containers to corral all your stuff, if you must, I have put together my whole selection, show you what I personally use. I even have a shelf here, so make sure you stay for me to pick up the shelf and show you. I tried lots of different containing systems over the years, and I've lived in a small apartment. Now I live in a 4-bedroom home. Storage hits differently, you know, when you're living in a house versus an apartment. Don't go out and buy things that are unnecessary. It's not your containers that are the problem, it's the stuff that goes inside the containers that are the problem. Let's get started. All right, I don't even know where to begin. It's like overwhelming over here. I'm gonna start with the heaviest one. Oh man. Okay, so this is a wire basket. This is from Target, and if you don't know, I have 3 children, 7, 5, and nearly 2. And we have a lot of toys that I like to kind of corral. And so I use different baskets and things for their toys. Now, I bought these first, but I also really like these ones for toys because these are very light. They slide nice and easily. This is also from Target. They're nice and soft on kids' hands. The wire ones are a little heavy, but they're very heavy duty, so they will last. Whereas like this is like white and kind of can get ruined over time. I like both of these for different things, different sizes. I will show you in my home how I use them. I also have this one, which I really like these baskets. They come also in a lot of different sizes, also from Target, but I'm sure you can get them in other places too. And this is really great because it's easy for kids to put everything back. They're nice and soft. They slip and slide in and out. So I think if I was to purchase more baskets for toys, I would probably do these and use these for clothes, toys, hats, like accessories, little dolls, things like that. So I think it's really helpful to have a multi-purpose product because once your children are older or not there or you want to use them for something else, I chop and change baskets and bins all the freaking time. You don't have to be married to one type of storage solution or whatever. You can really chop and change. While I'm in the toy category, we have a bunch of these kind of like cloth bags. This one I bought from Primark when I lived in the UK like a million years ago, and I have an S-hook on it, and so I can hang up these in our closet under the stairs. This one has soccer balls, but you could really, they're so versatile. I definitely put all kinds of things, not just kid related stuff in here. You can do so much, and the S-hook is so useful. So you can get some of these, I'm sure you can order them on Amazon or a hardware store, super easy. And then you can hang them up on a rail in a hanging closet. I'm realizing that a lot of these things are related to kids. So hopefully you guys can use your own creativity for whatever your situation is. But I love these. So these you buy a big pack on Amazon. They're not too expensive, but you can basically decant any game or puzzle or anything into one of these little I would call it like a pencil case, but like zippered pouch, I think is the technical term. This one has our table tennis stuff in it. This one, which has all these like cubes for kinetic sand. Another one with like magnetic doll pieces. And it's crazy how much stuff you get with children. I mean, you'd swear they come out with all of this, but it's a trick because they make you buy all of it and pay for it yourself. Story for another day. These pouches come in all different sizes. So you can get really big ones and then like these little guys, which is great for pencils and art supplies. For travel, I use one of these as my diaper bag. They're very useful, and I like the clear ones, but you do get like colored versions if you want more fun. These are really helpful, and you know, they don't last forever, I'll be honest. Sometimes what I found is that if you overstuff them, zip will kind of break. I've seen a lot of people online use these. I think they're very, very helpful. I also have a couple of these like decorative baskets. Love myself a good basket, but man, these are pretty expensive for what they are. So I don't have too many. These are more for me like display storage. So like if you're gonna put them on a shelf somewhere in a kid's room or in your living room. I have a massive basket that has our towels in it. I also have one that we don't see that has our sports equipment in it. So, you know, like it's very versatile. You could even probably put a plant in here. I'm just noticing that there's like a tiny little elephant at the bottom of this, random. Okay, moving on to clothes. We used to live in a small apartment in New York. We didn't have a lot of closet space. So the few drawers that we had, or even just the shelving that we used, I went to IKEA like a million years ago and I bought these cubed storage bins, I guess. They fold flat and they're super versatile. We've had these for years. They have a zip at the bottom. You've probably seen them. Come in a bunch of different sizes. I use them to organize my kids' clothes. They have a closet that they share. They don't have a chest of drawers or like a dresser. That's what I should be saying, a dresser. I'm in America, a dresser. These are all my shorts and tennis skirts. Really, the options are endless, but it just kind of contains everything, and you can see everything in a file format, which is really helpful. So here is my kids' makeshift customized closet until we get something better. I forgot to mention these collapsible bins. Packed some stuff in here. I love these IKEA cubes. Super useful. You can see I've used them in all kinds of things. This is one of those little baskets. And then another one of these for pajamas. These are for shoes because they're nice and heavy duty. Here's our dress up stuff. And then this has come with us everywhere. It's been very useful. So it really maximizes the functionality of this closet because it only really has a few, like one shelf here and some hanging space. While we're talking about clothes, I have a bunch of big storage bins that I use to put clothes in that my child's gonna grow into. Again, these are from Target, can you tell? But I've got a bunch of different sizes. These are super versatile. They're gonna be like protective, waterproof, that kind of thing. This is a nice size to go under bed if you wanted. They stack, which is really useful. So my advice would be like choose a system and stick with it because they all go together, right? And you can buy more of them if you needed more. Always buy less and see how you do before you go out and buy more. But I have a bunch that are on different depths and then different sizes. I also use these to store Lego, which is the bane of my existence. I don't think I found a great method for Lego quite yet, storage system, but I will get there. And if I do, I'll share it with you. Great for like shoes or like winter coats or anything, even moving. I feel like if you were to like pack up your own stuff and like put stuff in here for like moving, it would be protected. Christmas decorations or holiday party decorations, stuff like that. We have a bunch of these in our garage. I like them. Like the little pop of purple, why not? Why always be plain? I would have gone for plain if plain existed, but I like the purple. All right, moving on to food, pantry, kitchen stuff. I don't know where I saw this, but I realized that I have a ton of glass containers that I store food in. That's sort of airtight glass jars, and I can do a whole pantry tour if you guys are interested in that. Non-Pinterest pantry, you know what I mean? Like just for us regular people over here. But this I put spaghetti in, just easier because I was finding it really hard. I didn't have a tall enough jar, so I put one tube of pasta in here, spaghetti in another one. I just have a bunch of these. I think I bought like 6 of them and I find them really, really useful. Obviously you can put so many different things in here. I have dog food in one. Here are some oats. I have flour, baking soda. There's just so much stuff that you can put in them, and you can also put in toys and little trinkets and craft supplies, like anything. So I think having some of these at home, these are plastic, which would not be my first choice, but sometimes it's just the best option. I think having a couple of these is really, really helpful. And again, they're all the same, so they can stack on each other and they can be stored away together and like nest in each other if they're empty. So I think that's really useful. Then I showed that other wire basket. I have a bunch of these. So I kind of committed to these when we moved into this house because I realized I needed more storage stuff. This has all like our pasta supplies in it. So I do use this in the pantry, but I've used this basket and this size in particular for tons of things. Primarily my kids' toys, also their shoes, also bath toys, my craft supplies, party favors, all kinds of things. It's just like a lot that you can do with something like this. What I also like is you could hide like wires and have them coming out. I will say though, they are quite heavy and like heavy duty. So you want to use these for things that are not necessarily being pulled out all the time or that need more construction. So bear that in mind. I quite like this type of thing for children, right? But this is not as heavy duty as the wire one. So you really have to, you know, decide what your needs are. And then I told you I have a shelf here. So thanks for hanging with me till the end. Last but not least for this video, and if you like this kind of thing, let me know. I can probably make another one. I have all the teeny tiny containers. This is a wire shoe rack, I think. I'll put this down if you guys don't mind. It is a shelf that you can stack on top of each other. It folds completely flat when you need to move it. And we have moved with these shelves probably 3, 4, 5 times. If I'm not mistaken, We had these shelves in Chicago when we first moved there. We had these big cupboards that were great with no shelving or no drawers, nothing. So just like a hanging rack, which is very typical in apartments and in houses too. And so because of that, I had to find affordable storage solutions for us. So I got those primarily for our shoes in that apartment, and these have just followed us wherever we have moved to, and they're so useful. I feel like if a storage system is going with you from house to house to house, it must be good. So if you're starting out and you don't know what to buy, something like that is really helpful because you can stack them all up, you can put books on them, you can put toys on them. I think one did break once. Other than that, they've done pretty well, like as long as you don't overload them. And so you can put all of these bins and things that I've shown and kind of really customize your storage. Is it like ideal, Pinterest beautiful? No, but it's functional and I think it looks good enough, and as long as they can find their clothes and dress themselves independently, that's what I need. I realized that I forgot to mention that these crates, I think I ordered these on Etsy a million years ago, and I have used them for so many different things throughout the years. They've come with us from apartment to now our house. Currently, this one stores our shoes by our kind of made up mudroom. But it's been really helpful, and they look pretty nice. They're basically like wine crates. I hope that this video will help you pause and think. Like, it's very overwhelming. Storage is a thing. It is having its moment where companies want you to spend money and buy their perfect storage system, and I just don't believe that that exists. I don't think it's necessary. I always preach to kind of shop your own house before, but if you're starting out, you do need a few things. These are things that have helped us, and maybe they will help you too, especially if you have kids. If you found this video helpful, make sure you go ahead and subscribe down below. Give this video a big thumbs up, and then I'll know to make videos similar to this one. Keep your stuff contained so that it's no longer clutter. Remember to be kind to those around you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Oh my gosh. This is giving me anxiety, but you know what? It's not gonna take very long for me to clean it all up because we know where everything goes. Everything has a home.